I remember it like yesterday, November 23rd, 1999. I had been given my first opportunity to speak at a whole school assembly. It was Canfield, Ohio. I realized once I got here that this was like the dumbest idea I'd ever had. I didn't know what to do, what to say. I didn't use PowerPoint back then. I didn't have many stories, at least I thought I didn't. The bleachers were all the way out both sides. I would come in between lunch breaks and just standing here and in my head pray and say, God, help me say something that'll make sense of these kids and encourage them. And then it was up for me to speak, and I just couldn't believe it. I thought, is there any way to get out of this? I asked Mrs. Barone, Dr. Barone now, if I could have a cordless mic. And she said, for what? I said, I think I'm going to start up in the stands. So she said, sure. I took the mic and I went right up into that corner. I'll never forget it. There was a young lady sitting next to me, and she's like, who are you? And I said, I'm your speaker today. She goes, really? What are you going to talk about? And at that moment, Mrs. Dr. Barone was introducing me, and I shoved Bubba teeth into my mouth. And I looked at her and I said, I'm going to talk about the Sadie Hawkins dance and see if I can get someone to invite me. And she looked at me, and the mic was hot, so the whole room could hear us. And everybody's looking around, and Dr. Barone's looking for me like, where is he? And I'm up here talking to this young lady, and I started walking my way down through the stands and got to about the railing here, and I introduced myself again as the speaker today and said obviously anybody with Bubba teeth might have a hard time getting invited to a dance by a young lady, but I'm not here to be invited to a dance. I said I'm here to make a difference that'll last after I'm gone. And as I spoke, and I have no idea what I talked about, I went to my journal, which I still have, all the way back to 1999, and I remember that moment. I wrote it down. I said I was so scared I didn't want to do this. I realized I wasn't the right person for the job. Here's my question. As this virus begins to phase out and you get to go back to somewhat of a normal life, whatever that is, what are you going to do with your life? Who will you impact? As I stand here today, this was the very first school I ever did a whole school assembly at. I have done literally thousands since then. And I still get a little bit insecure and think there's probably way better speakers than me. And then I have to remember something. It's not about me. It's about the people listening and what I can say to them. Now my talk consists of 5 elements of a relationship: love, trust, self-respect, understanding, and forgiveness. And when we get to that last piece, a lot of kids and adults I've come to see get really stuck because they won't let something go. They can't forgive somebody for something they've done or said. And this afternoon, as I shoot this video in this school with the permission of those who run this building, I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for people who took a chance on me. My mom, dad, God, my family, my bride, Susie, my children, many people who have helped me become the guy I am today. A 57-year-old man who still at times is trying to figure it out, but I have a few things I know for sure. One is everybody watching this video has something in their world that they need to work through. This virus has set people back so badly, and yet this could be the very thing that'll help you get to the place you need to be. In 1999, when I did this assembly, right soon after, a young man who I had in my youth group, Chris Sutton, passed away from brain cancer. He was a junior at Boardman High School. I never forgot that. I never forgot him. I never forgot his story. I never forgot the song he picked for his funeral. And I never forgot the fact that it was God who gave me a second chance in life. I'm hoping as you watch this video today and you take in these visuals that I've gotten the opportunity to use, that you'll realize you get one chance at life. You get one opportunity to make that difference. It could be a phone call, could be a text, could be a message you send to someone else. Don't miss this window. Don't miss this opportunity. I had a lot of fun that day. I couldn't believe when it was over that I actually got to do it. And to this day, I still can't believe that I get to speak in front of hundreds and thousands of students and ask the question, standing in the presence of what? It's you. Greatness. God's blessed us with talents and abilities, maybe not many, but you have one. It's time to use it. As I finish up this video this afternoon, as I walk out of camera shot and I go towards my phone to turn it off, think about that picture you're looking at. It was filled with kids, and I wasn't sure I could do it. Now, I do it all the time when schools are in session, and I'm very, very fortunate to be able to get to do it for a living. You have a gift, you have a talent, you have an ability. I'm hoping you'll discover what it is and that you'll use it to bring glory to God, to your family, to encourage those around you. My only strong suggestion is this: don't quit when it's hard. When it's hard, that usually means you're right there at the point of breakthrough, standing in the presence of greatness. Have a good day.